The other thing going on is Major League Baseball wild card. Nobody has thoughts of baseball, I'm sure, at this point, given what happened with the Pirates and how everything ended. But, Gene, Milwaukee is from the Central Division. I've been amazed at what they've been able to do without the MVP of the league, Christian Yelich, who won a batting championship again this year. Even though he was out, they were good without him, and they're looking good tonight, leading 3-1 as Josh Hader pitched. Do you think Milwaukee has what it takes, even without Yelich, to go on and win a championship?
I've seen people pick the Brewers to go to the World Series, not necessarily win it, but I like the Brewers too. I don't know if they have that in them. I mean, the Dodgers are a tremendous team.
Yeah.
So
is Atlanta, though. Don't underestimate them.
Atlanta has a fine team too. But it is amazing what the Brewers have been able to do without Yelich. 13-5 since he went down, and they've allowed one run here through 7 innings. And see if they can get past these Nationals.
All right, let's go to the lines. We got a lot of people. Joe in Gallitzin. Hello, Joe.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Gene. How are you guys tonight?
Hey, Joe.
Good, thank you.
I think you both should have bobbleheads, no doubt in my mind. You both deserve it.
Well, I have
famous
one.
And very good.
I think Gene needs one.
There you go.
Yeah, he would look good on this set right here.
I have Bob's, I know that.
Love to see it. Bob, I'll make this as quick as I can. 2 points.
Take your time.
Number one, Vontaze Perfect. Okay, he should be banned, period. The guy's crazy. He's as crazy as Brown, AB. But what gets me is when Sunday's action up in Buffalo, Josh Allen literally gets rendered uncautious. Yeah. Concussion protocol. The dude that hit him, Jonathan Jones, I believe, number 31, from the Patriots, nothing. This Al Riveron, who's supposed to be the head of officiating, senior vice president of NFL officiating, he turns around and says, it doesn't warrant, it doesn't come up to the level of a vicious hit.
Oh, he's wrong.
In that context.
Al, he's been wrong a lot, Riveron. Thank you for the call, Joe. Appreciate that. Did you see that hit?
I did not see that hit.
It was vicious.
Well,
if they're going to take a stand here, they got to do it for everyone.
Here's the thing, and Art Rooney II pointed this out, I believe, during the owners' meetings in the spring, and I never really thought of it in these terms. As you know, I don't like replay. I wish it would die and go away. But I never really heard it explained the way he explained it. He said, "Now, ostensibly we have these layers of replay, to get the play right, but ultimately, on the other end of it, some human is looking at it. It was a judgment call before replay, and now it's still a judgment call. So what's the point of it?"
The point is you should never have a subjective judgment call under review. That's what it is. It's a judgment call. It's not a definitive, did he cross the goal line, did the ball hit the ground, that sort of thing. It should never have come to this, and for the league to do it, and I know, at the time I thought the owners would be no way in agreement with what happened in New Orleans, but I think that whole outrage just stemmed to this, and now they're in a situation where you don't know. We saw the Holton thing last night. I thought that was terrible. Yep. And here's the thing, Gene, it says clear and obvious. The problem with that is clear and obvious in fast motion is not the same as clear and obvious in super slow motion. Yeah. Because if you see super slow, you'll see contact all the time. A touch, all of a sudden, is called. Well, he didn't really touch him. They're going to make contact. That was a terrible call, and I can't believe Al Riveron did that again.
Right.
So,
what's the point of all this?
I don't know what the point is. We just like to talk. Let's go to Jim in the South Hills. What's up, Jim?
Now, what's the point of your conversation?
I don't know. Jim.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call, guys. I love your show.
Appreciate it.
First, I wasn't going to speak about this, but I agree with you, Bob, that the word subjective is the important word to really understand as it relates to the poor officials, because those guys have a really tough job. And, I think what you just said about the new interference pen, I can't wait to see what happens on how these poor guys are going to have to make decisions.
Well, it's a one-year trial, so I bet it won't be back next year.
I don't see how it can. Why put the officials in more of a difficult place? Let them make the call and leave it go.
Right. Well, and that it's a subjective call. It should be just that. If you don't like it, tough.
Absolutely, I agree.
But by the way, the official blew that call. He should never have thrown a flag to begin with.
Absolutely, he did.
I know he did, but he shouldn't have.
You know what? If he didn't throw the flag, then other people would have said that's what I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen when there's a little bit of a closer play. But anyway, your opening comment about the Steelers running game. What I have observed this season is that they have not been able to run from the line of scrimmage like they normally have over the past year, especially the first couple games with Connors. Just give it to him and let him run. And Samuels never touched the ball, I think, last week. And I think what they decided to do was put some of the wildcat plays, which I thought were spectacular. A little bit of risk, not a whole bunch. A little bit of risk to make the other team think about what's going on, and I give the offensive coordinator a lot of credit for that.
Yes, you do. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I do. I think that was a great scheme, and they used it for this night. But I would bet that we're not going to see it again.
I suppose it has something to do with the tight end, but it really says something about how they feel about their offensive line run blocking, that they only want us to run from the flanks of the formation. You understand what I'm saying?
It was only on the outside.
Right. So
in fact, they used James Washington as a lead blocker.
Right. So what does that say about, I think, their offensive line has deserved some criticism for the way they've run blocked, but the Steelers have not been patient with their run game at all in the first four games.
I agree. You have to commit to it and keep going to it until it starts to work.
Right.
But having said that, James Conner needed something to get going, and he did. I thought those guys, I'd never seen this before. I looked at the stats today. I'm sure you did too, Gene. Or last night, 16 targets, 16 catches for running backs, 2 of them, 8 apiece.
Yeah,
that's unusual. You very seldom see that happen in a game. Mason Rudolph, I thought, did more than manage the game. I know a lot of people think he's not yet ready. To me, he showed that he's in command. He did not make a turnover. That's managing a game. But he also put that 43-yarder right on the money to Johnson again.
Yeah, and he threw a beautiful ball to the tight end, the new tight end, rolling to his left in the third quarter. That was a great play. I mean, I really like him. I think he can be good, but he's really got a lot to learn.
He does, but I mean, they're just going week by week and see what happens. This is going to be a different test. The Ravens, even though they don't have the big names you're used to seeing, like C.J. Mosley and Terrell Suggs and Eric Weddle, they still can play. Although, if they watched the game last week, the Steelers, and saw Cleveland gouge them in the run game, I think that's where it has to start with them. So we'll see. William Young on Twitter, by the way, at KD Pomp, at Gene Collier, he says, I agree it was a good win, but do you guys really believe they have a chance against Baltimore? So why wouldn't you, William? Why wouldn't you think they could beat Baltimore at home?
Yeah, the Steelers, if you look at it, could be 3-1. I don't see anything in Baltimore that is, terribly scary. I picked Baltimore to win the division, but I don't think it's a great division. I think it's at least until things sort themselves out, they do have a good chance.
Well, think about what Baltimore started with, too. I believe they started with Miami and then Arizona, right?
That's right.
All right, so those are 2 teams that you're going to beat.
Yeah.
And the Steelers haven't played those 2 yet, so those could be 2 wins for them. And then against 2 better teams, they lost twice. So who knows at this point? And Lamar Jackson is terrifically talented. But we'll see as time goes on.
Plus, I'm not sure Cleveland's a good team yet either, and they could not beat them at home.
We got to take a break. We got more calls on the way right after this on Pittsburgh CW.